Hey everyone, thanks for checking out my video on how to get S plus all difficulties, chapter 2, part 2. Okay, so this is a continuation of my part 1, so you'll probably have no inventory, plus chapter 2 you start with no inventory, so it's not that big of a deal. In this chapter, we are going to do one particular route to get it done pretty fast. It's not something you can easily do constantly with a little bit of practice. So I suggest for everyone except professional to just reload your autosave just to get a feel for the strategy. And if you're on professional, then just get used to this little beginning portion of it. So once you finish this little intro cutscene and you break this box to get a green herb, you have two options here. You can use the green herb now if you're hurt. I was, so I'm just going to use it. And you get two knife. Well, you get one knife here and one in the coming area here. This enemy that we're going to hit right now, he doesn't follow you out of this room. So you can just run past him and leave him alone if you're really conscious about time. I suggest we take him out to get the kitchen knife. Once this guy's out, you can easily dodge this guy and make sure to hit that trap there. Specifically that trap, so that when we're running around, we don't deal with it. This guy here, regardless of your difficulty, take him out. Always take him out. He becomes an issue if we don't take him out. Generally, what you want to do is when you vault over, take him out with a stealth attack, because that's faster. But I couldn't do it. He caught me too fast. Oh, look at that. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so here is we're gonna do something that's controversial for some players, and that is selling our combat knife. Believe it or not, you do not want to have the combat knife. Why? This increases the drop rate for every other knife if we sell it. So in this situation, I'm gonna sell my combat knife and get it out of the way. I don't want it. I got a little confused there because I saw the bonus items in there, so it confused me a bit. When it comes to upgrading, we want to focus a handful of things. The sniper and the bolt gun, which we'll pick up the next chapter. You want to make sure you buy the sniper this chapter for the only reason that we want the what's it called, the sniper scope for free. I'm gonna attach it now. I'm gonna hotkey it. Again, hotkeys should be something you're used to, something you like personally using, so you don't have to follow my hotkeys or what the game defaults for hotkeys. For this section here, we're gonna run through a lot of it. We don't have to worry about it, so don't have to worry about ammo much. That's why we have so much pistol ammo. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it here. I'm gonna go to photo mode just so I can give you an idea, as to what is gonna happen here. Oh, by the way, the timer is paused when I'm in photo mode. Okay, so we're gonna jump down, break that barrel, then run inside and get the yellow herb and first aid spray. Then we break out of this room, run to this other area, open two lockers, get a small key, then climb up, get the key item back there, then make our way up here, get the ruby, then turn this valve and get out. That's the gist of the plan. As you can see, there's not that many enemies here, but they start spawning once you jump down, so it's gonna get swarmed. Specifically on professional, everybody else, you can do it too if you want to, but this is specific to professional. Run around with the shotgun. The shotgun, for the most part, is going to be a useless weapon other than pushing enemies back and breaking shields in the castle. It really won't have a combat use until chapter 14, I believe. Yeah, 14. So for the most part, it's just going to be crowd control and breaking shields. So the reason we need the shotgun here is because there's a dynamite guy right there, and depending on how your NPC RNG goes, there could be a second Ganado with him, and if that one grabs you, the dynamite blows up, everyone goes out. So that's the reason we want the shotgun, just to blow him up in case there's more than one. So let's do it now. So I'm gonna jump down, break the barrel. Oh, that's a lucky RNG grab. Okay, so get this. I always wait until one of them is in here with me. The reason for that is because it reduces them and it makes them think that you're gonna be in there. That's the guy I'm talking about, and that's the other one I'm talking about. Come on, toss it, toss it, toss it. Nope. All right, whatever. That's exactly why you want to take him out, for that reason alone. So I died here, and I'm just gonna cut back to this segment again. So let's get this part started. So as soon as they know I'm here, I'm gonna break that barrel. I'm gonna come in here, get the yellow herb. You want to make sure that at least one enemy comes into this door, and they will for sure come in here. Just make sure one comes in, then get out. This is not good. When it comes to shooting, make sure you don't shoot unless you're guaranteed have the shot, because what will end up happening is that guy just dynamited himself. That guy in particular is kind of dangerous for the simple reason that he tends to wow, this is a lot more dangerous than I normally experience. Oh my goodness. Well, that did not go at all the way I wanted it to, but it's fine, we got through it. I should warn you that when it comes to explosions, enemies will always try to toss it at you, and for whatever reason, explosions, and this applies to them too, go through walls. I'm not sure why, it's just a thing. Okay, so from here, I would switch to the pistol, use that barrel. This is a section where you have to switch between pistol and shotgun quite a bit. Uh-oh. When it comes to this valve, the enemies are scripted to not attack Leon when he's on it. I'm not sure why, it's just scripted that way. So you never have to worry about getting attacked there. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, this level is essentially over. What we want to do now is go back to the section where we started so we can get some treasure and take out the rats to finish the quest, the side quest of this level. If you don't want to take out the rats, that's fine. They don't give out that much finals, but you do want to get up to 30 on your playthrough. Ow. Honestly, when it comes to healing, I don't worry too much about what I have, because the game always gives you what you need up to a point. You want to make sure that when you're playing, you don't have an excessive amount of one type of item, because the game is going to stop dropping that item. Or it's going to think you have too much, so instead of giving you anything, it just gives you money, and it could negatively affect you. And this is the reason we wanted that small key to open this little treasure chest here, or this drawer here. Okay, so if you didn't already buy the sniper, you want to buy this now.
So that's a request. Nice work.
Now, when it comes to what to buy, it really depends on how you're playing. I used to suggest getting the Punisher, but since playing this 4 times, I realized that it's not that necessary. So I would just buy the yellow herb and the yellow diamond. If you have any of the bonus weapons, you can definitely use them.
Knife needs care every once in a
So
while.
I'm just gonna get the reload speed on here.
Don't get yourself killed now.
All right. When it comes to the disposable knives, I always go back and forth between the ones that I'm using to make sure they're not completely broken. Oh, great. That is just unlucky. This Ganado here, if you can get her to step on this trap, you can take her out for free. So I would just wait around the trap to get her to step on it. And kick. She's done. I'm gonna come in here and get the large resources, the 2 barrels, and then another sapphire. We're actually doing pretty good on grenades right now. Okay, so we are gonna take out the chainsaw guy. Believe it or not, he's actually really easy to take out if you use the traps. If you don't use the traps, you may not be able to take him out. And you kind of want to use them so you don't waste your resources. So make sure to break that barrel. Aim up here. Get that treasure. Shoot the handle there. And that treasure. Sometimes the chainsaw guy hears your gunshots and he starts the fight sooner than he should. So if he does, just run towards this trap here. And just wait here. Come on. Stab him. Always make sure to stab him. Oops. So once you get past a certain range, he will spawn the 2 guys to help him. So try to make sure that it's the chainsaw guy that sets this trap off. If he doesn't set it off, that's not the end of the world. Alright, he's done. Or maybe not. Okay, let's end this with a grenade. He is a lot tankier than normal. But that's why we want to take him out for that emerald. Okay, so I'm going to go back for the treasure that I forgot. Try to get it earlier, but it didn't work. But this chapter is over, essentially. All we got to do is just run inside and just take out this trap. I'm not this trap, this nest. Just finish the chapter. Make sure not to trigger the restroom Ganado. He will not come out ever unless you go in there. So it's just kind of a waste of ammo to take him out. Alright, so just loot the area. So when it comes to everything that you don't necessarily need for damage, sometimes you have to make decisions on whether or not to keep an item or sell it. I recommend that if you have an abundance of items, sell them, because it's better to have money to upgrade your weapons, your damage dealers, instead of hoarding too many items, because the game stops giving you items if you have too many. This guy, never take him out. It's just a waste of resources. Alright, let's just end the stage. So this trap is always backwards. You just gotta spin it around. Oh, great. I say it's always backwards, yet I fail at getting it. Alright, that's the end of chapter 2. Now this chapter can be tricky when you're trying to get the small key. It tends to go wrong if you're too focused on dodging enemies, because this segment here, I'm surprised that happened. That's never happened to me before, with that many dynamite people just swarm me. So I definitely recommend that if after I say 2, maybe 3 attempts, you can't get the items in the lockers and the small key. Just ignore them. It's not worth the headache of trying to force the key item. I'm sorry, the small key into your run. And it's just better to get the ruby in the treasure chest and then get out. So that's definitely a situation where you make a decision as to whether or not you want to just try to get it. It's not the end of the world if you don't get it. You just adjust the strategy from getting the treasure and the rats to just getting the rats. So that's really about it. With this one done, I definitely recommend that you also save here at the end of the chapter. Okay, and that's the end of chapter 2, and I'll see you in the next one. If you found this video helpful, then consider giving it a like, as it really helps out my channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day.